Hi, this is the English Club. I am Tamar.
And I am Leti. And this is the special Halloween podcast.
Exists a fear that goes beyond ghosts. It's the fear provoked to the people by the criminals. Alan will tell us about Mexican killers.
Welcome back, true crime enthusiasts. In this special segment of our podcast, we're going to explore a chilling and lesser known aspect of a true crime world, Mexican serial killers. These sinister individuals have left a trail of horror and mystery in their wake. So fasten your seatbelts because it's about to get dark and twisted. First on our list is the infamous Matamoros cult killing. Occurring in the late 1980s, this nightmarish case involved a cult led by Adolfo Costanzo, a self-proclaimed sorcerer. Together with his cult members, they kidnapped, tortured, and sacrificed their victim, leaving behind a lot of bodies. Next, we have the old lady killer, Juana Barraza. She posed as a government worker or a nurse to gain access to the homes of elderly women in Mexico City. Her motive? Robbery and sadistic murder. Her reign of terror lasted for several years before she was finally caught. Lastly, we can't forget the monster of Ecatepec, Juan Carlos Hernandez. He and his partner, Patricia Martinez, were arrested in 2018 for the gruesome murders of at least 10 women. They were known to dismember and even eat parts of their victims, earning them the nickname Cannibal Couple. That's it for this segment, folks. Thanks for joining us on this brief journey in the dark and twisted world of Mexican serial killers. Until next time, remember to lock your doors, and if you see something strange, say something.
The people say when the people die, leave a mark. Dulce tells a horror story of the Hilotepec.
The story goes like this. In the town of Hilotepec, there is a house that everyone is scared of. It is an old big house in the main street, which used to belong to a tycoon of the town. At night, you can hear voices, cries, and baby sounds. The people say that are the cries of an unborn descendant of the tycoon. Some people in the town say that it was the tycoon who murdered his own son. If you walk around late night enough, you will hear him.
Joanna shares us other story about this place.
Hi everyone, welcome to your favorite section with me, Joanna. Today, I'm going to talk about the Hilotepec legends. My favorite ones are the elves and the witches. Here in Hilotepec, there is a story. The inhabitants say we can see them in the hills, and they say we can see in the middle of the night like a big fireballs. The witches drink the blood of the newborns, and they can turn into animals. They can change or move parts of their bodies. We can find witches everywhere, and if you have a newborn, you have to put scissors in the shape of a cross under the place where she or he sleeps, and you have to put palms in your doors and your windows. Now, the elves. Here in Chimelpan there are a lot, and near my house there is a house where they live, and this is the house. Once I saw one. I saw one in this house. They are too small and run quite fast. The elves can be your friends, but if you treat bad, they do the same. For example, you can lose your keys, you can buy it. And if you do that, you have to name it. You have to give her a sweet or water. But I don't think that was a good idea. And that's it all for my part. See you on the next edition.
Paranormal events not only happen in the forest, old houses, or cemeteries. It also happens in many schools. Eduardo will tell us some horror stories that happen in schools.
Welcome to School Hidden Secrets. I am Eduardo Gonzalez, and today we will enter the world of the Yukon in the schools of Mexico. We will explore stories that will make you tremble. Remember that if you are interested, you can search the complete stories online. The cemetery in the elementary school. Let's start with a disturbing story involving an abandoned elementary school and a dark secret in a quiet Mexican town. There is a elementary school that has been closed for decades. It is said that in this schoolyard is a cemetery where children were buried in the past. Legend of the Phantom Teacher. Will you dare to enter a haunted school? In an old school building in Mexico, the legend of the ghost teacher is told. They say that a mysterious teacher wanders the halls, correcting exams and giving lessons to invisible children. And so we come to the end of our podcast. I hope you are interested in these stories. Goodbye.
Hilotepec seems to be popular for the horror stories. Abraxas will tell us about your experience in this magic place.
Hello there. Today I'm gonna talk about the Nahuales and spirits in Hilotepec. Too many say the Nahuales are people who got enchanted by a witch and they can transform into an animal like a dog, a wolf, or even a snake. Their curse make them dangerous because if you don't help them, they can attack you. My grandfather met one long time ago. He told me one day a strange man appeared into the main door asking for a glass of water. My grandfather let him in, then he walked into the kitchen for the glass of water. Then he went back to the living room and the strange man wasn't there. Instead, a big black dog with red eyes was there. My grandfather lost his breath and they couldn't scream. The big dog drank a little bit of the water and then left. There are a lot of strange experiences with Nahuales and spirits. If you have one, please contact us with the Ouija.
Now, we will move to the do-it-yourself section with Janet, who will share us how to make a Halloween pumpkin.
Hi, today we're gonna make a Halloween spooky pumpkin. This is an Irish tradition where people make these lanterns to protect their houses from evil spirits. Now, we use it to decorate our houses in Halloween. For this, we need a sharp knife, a small knife, a spoon, like an ice cream spoon. It's more useful than a normal spoon. A candle or a battery candle, and most important, a pumpkin, a very orange pumpkin. Let's start by cutting around the stem and put it apart. Once the stem is separated for the rest of the pumpkin, we need to carve with a spoon to remove all the seeds and pulp. Once our pumpkin is empty, we need to draw our spooky face on it and cut it out from it. Now it's time to collocate the candle.
Then Jello will show a new delicious recipe with a special guest.
Hello, welcome to our kitchen. He's Charlie and I am Yolo. Today we are going to prepare a special bread. Don't worry, there are no corpses in it. First, we need all these ingredients. the dough, we need 500 grams of flour, 3/4 cup of sugar, 3 eggs and 3 egg yolks, 90 grams of butter, 1 spoon of orange zest, and 3/4 little spoon of salt. For the yeast, we need 1/2 cup of milk, 1 spoon of sugar, 3 spoons of flour, and 11 grams of yeast. Now, the steps. First, mix in a bowl the ingredients for the yeast and let it rest for half an hour. While the yeast rests, we are going to remove the orange zest and we are going to separate the eggs and the free yolks. Then we need to form a volcano with flour, sugar and salt. Now we add the yeast, the eggs, and you need to knead it with a lot of patience. Finally, add the orange zest, the butter, and knead it in a clean surface with your hands for about half an hour. Add a little bit of oil to knead it better. When the dough is ready, let it rest well covered for an hour. And now it's ready to form the bread. Make the little breads and place them in a tray and let it rest again for an hour. Now bake them in the oven at 190 degrees Celsius for about 15 or 20 minutes. Finally, let it rest and put melted butter on the bread and sugar and let it dry. I hope you enjoy.
Finally, Andy will share us the luck of our zodiac signs. Good luck!
Good speaking night, everyone. I'm your loved magical witch friend, and today I'm gonna introduce you on the mysterious world of the spirits, the universe, the past, the future, and maybe Jenny Rivera too. Link, let's go with you.
Bizarre fact. If you scream for 8 years, 7 months, and 6 days, you will produce enough energy to heat a cup of coffee.
Sorry, she's just a baby. Well, let's continue with some this week's horoscope, which I swear I didn't get from TikTok. Cancer, we know you are a fighter, baby, but you need to trust on you. Gemini, that person don't deserve you, and you know that, sweetie. Move on. Very good, it's all for tonight. Eat a lot of candies and don't forget to be mad. Bye bye.
This was our Halloween edition. Sweet nightmares.